The video that I'm making is giving an overall explanation of what marketing has done to society. We live in a very, 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 very compulsive society where consumerism has gotten out of control. Marketing has went into society and poisoned the minds of people with a few more methods through social media and a range of things. I'll give you the first example of how dangerous marketing really is. Now, let me give you an example of cell phones. Remember back in the day, the only time you would upgrade a phone, it's if a phone is broken. Other than that, you would use your phone for 5, 10 plus years. But suddenly, we have this compulsive behavior of wanting to always upgrade a phone. And the phones that we are currently using, you find that there is totally nothing wrong with those phones. But society has went into our minds that we feel the need to always upgrade. And you see how bad that thing has twisted the minds of many people. It happens in this fashion. You find that, and I'm going to make an example of the iPhone users. You find a person using an iPhone 8 and somebody who just bought an iPhone 16 as an example. That person would think and believe that the person who's using an iPhone 8, iPhone 10, iPhone 11, that person is poor. And they would not even take those people seriously. And it is the same way that even the consumer behavior of these people, when somebody is not using an iPhone, they feel like that person has a low quality of life and all these range of things. But I'll stick to the example that I was making. Now you find that in the very same context, the very same people tell others that if you are not using the latest device, or you are out of touch with reality, your life is not your life is not of a certain taste or level, and in actuality it is foolishness. Because if you have a working phone, because the thing is this, we have forgotten the purpose of using a cell phone. A cell phone is for phone calls, texts, and taking pictures and videos there and there, because not everyone takes videos, and that's the reality of the situation. Now, they have lied to us and put ideas to us that we have this need to always upgrade, and when in actuality we don't need to upgrade. No. Back then, you would only upgrade your phone if there's nothing you can't fix. Like if there's something you can't fix, if there's a battery problem, you get a new battery. If there's a screen problem, you go get a new screen. Now, if all fails, then you buy a new phone. But now, we've lost touch. This thing has even affected our dating life, where we are very complacent and we don't appreciate people for who they are. We then want to see who has the next best offer. And I'll make the example about the ladies. You find that a lot of ladies, it's not all of you, but a lot of you, majority, you find them, they have a decent guy, he's trying his best, he loves her, he's faithful, all these things. Guy has an ordinary job, but they will always look for the highest bidder. Whoever is willing to pay the highest price to have her, she would go for that. She would definitely go for that. She would look at things like how much you're giving her monthly, what are you doing for her, how much you're spending on her, and all these things. And they want a trickery. They want you to be doing things. They want you to put on a show. Hence, a lot of them get scammed by men, but that is on for a separate video. So they want men to put a show. The one with the biggest lights, the one with the biggest stage is the one that they think is the best mate for them. And they start to overlook things like character, personality, and behavior. So that thing of this marketing nature that has made people to not want to have specific things and always look for a better deal it has sort of kind of messed up society. And this thing is creating problems all across the board. All across the board. People are not doing things because they're passionate about them. People are not doing things because they it identifies with their vision and all these things. We want things for instant gratification. We're doing things for money. Yes, money is essential, but you'd find that a lot of people, they're not doing the jobs or the things that they go into with love, and they're not even doing the best that they can. So, in a nutshell, marketing has poisoned society in the biggest ways. They have told us that you must always look for something better. You can't just have a normal thing and be happy with it. You must always have the biggest thing and the most grandest thing that is available to you. And that thing breeds a lot of depression and a lot of misery for a lot of people. Oh, people have went into relationships with people for the wrong reasons, and now some of them, they're stuck with children, some of them, they have mental issues, some of them, they're stuck with debt because they wanted to impress women. It's a whole range of issues that puts people in a bad situation, because that we are sort of kind of brainwashed and told that we need to always seek for better, and we forget to look within and work on the things that we are struggling with, things like self-love, self-worth, and all these things. And we put on charades and masquerade ourselves with makeup, we masquerade ourselves with the job titles and the accolades that we have, and we personify things that are not our own personalities, only to be accepted and to be noticed and be loved in society. So marketing is very dangerous, guys. It's bigger than we think, and it plays a role with how we identify ourselves with the society that we find existing in. So I hope this video has painted the picture of what I wanted to show you guys, that we need to make better choices and do choices for us instead doing choices to fit in.